Good evening, YouTube. This is a Randy0136 coming straight at you. And tonight, it's nothing more than about Ric Flair. Woo! The Nature Boy. The greatest to ever live. And those people out there that actually think Bret Hart could be better than Ric Flair, you don't deserve to breathe the same air as me. Booyah! WWE proudly invites you Saturday night to watch the induction of the Nature Boy Ric Flair into the Hall of Fame. Woo! Woo! Okay, tonight on Raw, friggin' was absolutely incredible in my opinion. The Flair tribute was nicely done. Thank you, WWE. Appreciate that. The promo with HBK was fantastic, and him making your world champion Randy Orton tap out to the figure 4. Wow. I was fucking marking out on Skype like a son of a bitch. And him coming to the ring with the NWA world title tonight, that was sick. Brought back so many memories. You know, I was a huge NWA fan. You know, watching Ric Flair with the prestige and the friggin' charisma in NWA, or watching WWE, even though I did watch WWE, and Hogan say your prayer, eat your vitamins, brother, 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 oh, brother, brother, brother. I'd always choose NWA. You got friggin' TBS Superstation Saturday nights. You got Clash of the Champions for free. You know, it was just, in my opinion, so much better at the time. It was disgusting. But Flair, the memories that are coming up now, the feuds with Harley Race, Ricky Steamboat, 3-star match my ass, isn't it, Classic 7? Yeah, right, buddy. Oh my god, he made Sting a household name. He made Magnum TA who he is today. If he was asked to lose a match, he would friggin' lose a match. You know, I remember being, like, little, and friggin' I was shy and timid to myself. I saw Ric Flair on the television one night, and friggin' more or less I stole that personality, and I became a cocky ass fuck. And I've never let it go. Thank you very much. And it was just, oh my lord, the matches, the fucking match with Terry Funk, the match versus Vader at Starrcade 93. Oh my god, Vader was the biggest wrestler, the biggest heel, the biggest monster, and Flair got the 3 count and won the title, and had teeth knocked out of his head. Oh, Ric Flair just styling and profiling, friggin' just being Nate. That's all he ever had to do. You know, and he put people over when he had to. He would lose matches, unlike Hulk Hogan and Triple H. Give people the rub, because it was good for the industry of wrestling. That's what Ric Flair did. And if he loses Sunday night, and he has to retire, I will be very sad. I'll probably get a little teary-eyed on Skype and have to walk away. My big baby, no. He's one of my heroes. Everybody out there has heroes, no matter who it is. But Ric was simply the best. There's no one that can compare to Ric Flair's career. Take anybody you want and line it up. There's friggin' legends, and then there's the Nature Boy Ric Flair, okay? You know, just what, you know, when he came to WWE, and Bobby Heenan came out, and he came out with that belt, that's probably the greatest Raw moment, bar none, period, end of story. At the Rumble, friggin' Hogan and Sid go out, Flair wins, the crowd is going nuts. But Hogan was Hogan, and WWE had to remove the cheers and replace boos. Why? Because it proved a point forever that Ric Flair was more popular than that son of a bitch Hulk Hogan. I mean, there was a point where Hogan was huge, nuts, bar none. I'm not taking that away from the guy, so you can stop the hate right now. But it got to the point where people just got so sick of Hulk Hogan, and Ric Flair had always been Ric Flair. And Ric Flair had to do what he had to do. He went from one of the best pure wrestlers with not 2 or 3, 5, 6 moves that, like you people like to say, he had like 20. He was incredible. He was awesome. And then when he got older, he revamped himself, became the dirtiest player in the game, and did the crotch fucking hits and friggin' stuff. But it worked, and it worked well, you know. And, you know, the persona worked well with the character. When he was a heel, he was a heel. When he was a good guy. He was a good guy, and people loved it and were drawn in. When he had his feuds with Dusty friggin' Rhodes, Flair promos, Dusty Rhodes promos, they could friggin' talk you into that arena. They could talk you into buying that pay-per-view. They could talk you into buying t-shirts. They could talk you into buying merchandise. And you were on the edge of your seat when they got in that friggin' ring. Oh, yes. It was that good back then. The level was set this high, and they put on some matches that were out of this world. The shiznit. Woo! You know, and it's going to be, you know, wow. 59 years old he is right now, and he still is better than some of the younger stud talents and some of the other promotions that people keep on pushing down your throats. You know, I think MVP is friggin' awesome, but look at the match they had at Royal Rumble. MVP botched 2 or 3 moves. That match was like 2.5 stars. It could have been closer to 3, maybe 3.25 if MVP finished the moves. But he couldn't. Why? I just don't know. So, you know, if he's going to go, he's going to go. But Raw was friggin' amazing. The respect of Flair's career is incredible. There's just so much history. If you look at the friggin' like people like Barry Windham, you see him. He was out a couple Raws ago, whatever, the 3-hour Raw. You see how old he looks and shit. You see people that have Flair, like the Harley races and the Magnum TAs. Tully Blanchard, Arn Anderson got his arm hurt by Lex Luger. These people are gone, and it looks like they couldn't perform if they wanted to perform. And Flair, at 59 years old, can still get in the ring and still give you a quality match. You know, that, besides the 16 titles, just the fact, his longevity, that's friggin' bonus points, baby. That's all that is. So, him versus Shawn Michaels this Sunday at WrestleMania 24 should be a friggin' fantastic match. If he gets Sweet Chin Music to the face and the 3 count and he goes, it's going to be one emotional moment for a lot of people and for me. I remember when friggin' Eric Bischoff cut him or whatever, was holding his contract for ransom because he decided to go see his son wrestle at a school function instead of show up on Thunder. What? Eric Bischoff, you're a fucking douche. I saw some comment saying maybe Ric Flair was the problem. Oh my god, he chose his family over wrestling? That shows you how much of a man he is. Okay? Some days I'd rather skip out of work and fucking try to get to an ROH show or something. But he chose to watch his son. And Eric Bischoff, what a douche. And when he came back that night, that was so emotional. And Arn's speech, that was insane. Oh my god, I almost forgot the 4th Horseman. Ladies and gentlemen, Ric Flair! And then Ric Flair and the Bischoff show off. Oh, go look it up on YouTube. It was that good. And I've been focusing so much on Ric Flair because it is Ric Flair's time in the sun. Even though since 1972 it's been his time in the sun. The back surgery where he was never supposed to walk again after the plane crash. But you had the 4 Horsemen. The most significant group in wrestling history. What more could this guy do for this sport? You friggin' lost matches to friggin' Carlito and Kenny Dykstra to put people over, to try to produce new stars. But if you have a chance to produce a new star in the WWE, Triple H squashes them. You know, I don't like Triple H much, but he was a really good wrestler a couple years ago before his quad crap. You know, he's definitely still good in the ring. But people like Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Chris Jericho, these people became wrestlers because of Ric Flair. Because of the NWA and Ric Flair with that strap around him when he brought it to the ring tonight. I mentioned it before in this video. I freaking got chills when he pulled it out of the bag. I was like, where the fuck he get that? Holy crap! You know, it was friggin' insane. It was friggin' nuts. The Raw was nuts. His career's nuts. If he has to go, it's going to be nuts. But this is the Randy0136 signing off. My t-shirt videos will be back by popular request. Blah, blah, blah. But way off topic. I just wanted to say thank you, Rick. Thanks, buddy. Love you. Bye.